All right, taking off on a day hike in the Black Range, one of my favorite trails, Railroad Canyon. I'm going to try to make a loop. They just did some work, Forest Services out here today, clearing some trails, so hopefully we can put together a loop that we haven't been able to do before. It's such a beautiful day. Here we go. The birds in this canyon are amazing. Been hearing painted redstarts and yellow-rumped warblers and lots of Steller's jays. What else was there? White-breasted nuthatch. Those are just a few. We're at the junction with Gallinas Canyon. And we're going to head up from here. It's a steep climb. Hopefully hook up with the crest and then down railroad. Tammy's starting to climb. Here we go. Trail right here is pretty steep, but at least there is a trail. We're in a section of Gyes Canyon right now that was heavily burned in the silver fire back in 2013. So 11 years ago this month. It's growing back pretty well, but there is a lot of burn, a lot of dead trees. Let's hope it recovers soon. There's a lot of wildflowers in here, though. That kind of makes up for it. Head up into the upper part of Gyes Canyon. Listen to a bunch of red-faced warblers. So remember that southern New Mexico is nothing but a big brown desert. Nothing to see here. This is all AI. So we're way up in Gyes Canyon right now, and this place is really special. It's a pocket that was not burned in the silver fire. It's full of these huge, tall, old spruce and fir trees. I mean, and the birds love it. There's a flowing stream We've seen painted redstarts and Cassin's vireos and Plumbeus vireos and just a ton of bird life. Last time we were here, we even saw some wild turkeys, so we can keep our eyes out for those. This is a really special place. Wonderful for birders too. Still in the upper part of Gallinas, getting close to the top, and this part had the black fire came through here, but looks like it mostly hit the underbrush, killed a few trees. This was just, I think, 2020. Killed a few of the trees, but not as bad as I feared, so I'm happy. Just got to the very top most part of Gyes Canyon, and we're about to the crest, and this part really did torch. It burned hot back in just a couple years ago. Black fire, I think it was 2020, but most of the canyon's intact, so I'm happy with that. We're gonna go on up here to the crest, catch the crest trail back east towards, or south towards Hillsborough Peak, and then drop down into Railroad. This whole field burned, this area burned, but you see down here, these are all dried up ferns from last year. So and that would be pretty spectacular to see that in the fall. Right now it's May 6th, I think. So yeah, these will start growing later in the summer after the monsoon. Great to get back up here. We also have some very young aspens growing there, and a bigger grove down below. Love to see the aspens. They love the burn areas. So it's regenerating. We're almost to the crest. See Cook's Peak to the south. Just hit a bunch at the top, the saddle between Sid's Prong and Gyes Canyon, and that's looking down into Gyes Canyon. Now we're on the Black Range Crest Trail. Great hike so far. On the crest, and looking down, this is one of the forks of Animas Creek, and the north end of Hillsborough Peak, I believe. Very windy up here. Just hit 9,200 feet. I think that's about the high point we're going to hit on this hike. We're up on the crest. And I'll be dropping into Railroad Canyon pretty soon. Nice views. Cook's Peak in south. Hola Mexico. Down that way. Wow. Like the Forest Service crew has their camp here at the saddle, Golden Prong, and they've cleared hundreds of trees. I mean, I don't know if this would be doable in a day without the work they've just done. So happy they're out here doing this. down into Holding Prong. This upper part burned in the black fire just a couple years ago. And we came here just before that, and it looked pretty good. And it's quite a difference. Back in Railroad Canyon, this is another just gorgeous spot. Tons of birds. You've seen yellow rock warblers and red-faced warblers, and hearing all kinds of others. So I think we got maybe 3 more miles from the junction of East Railroad. I think this is East Railroad. Yeah. And back to the truck. All right, we're back to the truck. I think we did about 13 miles.
It's only supposed to be 8.
We hike these things so you don't have to. So, yeah, back to the trooper, and cold beer is waiting at the end of the road. So, on our way to TRC.